the Wonder of the Seas has completed her sea trials. When she begins taking passengers, she will be the largest cruise ship on planet Earth. She is probably the last of the Oasis class ships, and she can hold 6,800 people, guests, and she will have 2,400 crew to service those guests. She is currently scheduled to sail out of Shanghai in March of 2022. The Norwegian Prima, built in Venice, did her float out, which means they're just trying to see if it holds, holds the water, and she did well. And that ship, it's a Norwegian ship, and it is kind of doing an unusual thing. It is going to kind of do a world tour during its inaugural year. Instead of just staying at one port and have everybody come to them, it will come to you. So it's going to go all over Europe and then come in the different ports in America. So it's given hopefully given a lot of people an opportunity to get on the ship. However, the rooms are booked pretty solid, so they're not allowing booking, big group rates anymore and that sort of thing. So she's going to be hard to get on for that first year, but it should be, she's the first of 6 of that style ship. So Viking had to add another 138-day world cruise because their first one booked so quickly, and it's going to go 3 days later than the first one, so it'll be in 2022-23, and I think those cruises start at around $55,000 per person. So everybody apparently is really ready to get back on the high seas. After September 13th, if you're headed to Hawaii, specifically to Honolulu on the island of Oahu, you will need to show your vaccine card or a negative COVID test to do a lot of things, like go to entertainment and to go to restaurants and go to fitness gyms. So Hawaii is going to start getting pretty strict with who they're allowing to visit there. Santa Barbara has decided that they will not accept cruise ships until 2022. I think there was a lot of wine country cruises that would stop there, so that will be not this year. The CDC is starting to kind of ramp up their requirements again, with suggesting that masks be worn pretty much most of the time, even if guests are vaccinated on a ship, and that sort of thing. And every week there are stories from vloggers about passengers that didn't meet the right requirements and didn't get on their sailing. They didn't get their test, they didn't do the right test, they anything, so when you start getting about a month out, start watching the cruise line's website every day and make sure that you comply with what they're doing, because they're making changes pretty quick, trying to figure out what's going to work and what's going to be safest for the guests. So you don't want to miss your cruise because you didn't read the website, or you maybe missed an email. And I know a lot of times those cruise emails end up in the spam folder because they've got a lot of links and they look suspicious to most of our spam filters. So definitely keep an eye on that because you don't want to miss your cruise. So that's Tea Talks for this week. I'm Charlene from islandjumper.travel, and until next time, live your truth.